just bombing ISIS, and there's like fire in the background, and we're like, oh yeah, I'm not that stoned, I'm good. I've done this before, I'm easily fine, just tell your fucking jokes. Life is good. How are you guys? Feeling good? Yeah? Good. It's nice to see bombs everywhere. You don't normally see that. It's a different angle. Anybody got kids? You got parents? Yeah. Do you guys like that? Do you guys like it?
Thank you.
No, really. Do you? It's just like, yeah, it's cool. What's the best thing about it? The huge sense of humor? Cool. I like five years ago I asked like all the friends that I knew what the best thing about it was, and the best response they gave me were it teaches me responsibility and patience. So I got a vasectomy and I bought an electronic drum kit because patience and people respect drummers, right? Yeah. I don't know. I do respect parents though. That's a hard job. I have a godson actually who's really important to me. I've known him since he was a baby. So I've gotten like the best joys. Like I was around the pregnancy and we get to talk all the time. He makes me laugh. But his dad's been in prison ever since he was born. And I've helped the mom out, but she passed away like 6 years ago. Oh, we're getting sad. Sorry, we're gonna bring it back, all right? But he visits me all the time, and we were at a park like 3 weeks ago, and I worry about him because he's like turning into his dad. Like, you know how geese get aggressive and kids like freak out? This goose started getting aggressive with my godson and starts running up to it. And no shit, my godson cocks back and punches the goose in the face and says, "Duck, duck, goose." And I was just like, what the fuck is that? Why would you do that? It was insane. And then I thought about it, I was like, I bought this kid Grand Theft Auto 5 like 5 weeks ago. So he's just been like, you know, having sex with prostitutes and like killing cops all day. So punching a goose is nothing to this little guy.
I got it in the purse on the guy.
Violence is crazy. But it's fun sometimes, I guess, man. I like watching boxing. War's cool. I just saw it on the news. It's fucking great. But funny thing happened to me at the bus stop. I'll share it with you guys because we're here for the funnies, right? She's like, yeah. Carry on. I ran to the bus stop and I just missed the bus. And that is something I will never ever do again. No. But anyway, I just missed the bus and it drove off and I'm standing there smoking a cigarette. And this guy comes up to me and he's wearing like camouflage from head to toe. He's drinking like a tall can of Red Bull. You know the guy's like a city hunter dude. And he comes up and he's like, "Hey man, you know when the next bus is gonna be here?" And I was like, I just missed it. I've been smoking a cigarette, so it should be like 10 minutes. And he looks at me and he's like, "So that's a no?" I was like, "What?" And without thinking, I was just like, "You must be a Donald Trump supporter, huh?" And he looks at me and he's like, "What does that have to do with anything?" And I was like, "So that's a yes?" Are there any Donald Trump supporters in the house? Any proud Donald Trump supporters? She's pointing you out. She's like, "This dude right here." What do you like about Donald? Businessman. Cool. The normal response that I get is that he says what I think, and he says what he thinks. Like, just like a 7-year-old does that, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I do know a lot of Donald Trump supporters actually because I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years, and go figure, the Marines breed psychopaths. But you know, in business, war is a business. You've got a machine gun on your shirt, so I know where you're coming from. Like my friends, you know, my brother has like 30 fucking machine guns and shit in his garage. It's crazy. But I was in a pretty famous battalion actually. I was in 3rd Battalion, 4th Marines. We invaded Iraq in 2003. Pulled down Saddam Hussein. created ISIS. You guys know those guys? So we made those guys, so I have a little sore in my heart for those sweet people. But, I don't know, I generally don't like talking about my Marine Corps experience. I do it on stage because I have a microphone and it's still relevant. And I don't like talking about it because people ask dumb questions. The number one question I get is, did you kill anybody? Like it's cool, like it's Call of Duty or something. And the truth is that I did. Me and my platoon, like 65 dudes, we had over 800 confirmed kills in a period of 21 days. But I was a mortarman, and if you don't know what a mortar is, it's this tube where you drop this high explosive round down and it shoots it out like 300 yards to 3 miles. And just like one of these rounds would kill like everybody in the room. So when people ask me, what was it like to kill people? The only thing I can say is it was kind of like golfing. With angles, trajectories and stuff. I never like got on the green, you know. Like I never had to putt. It's kind of dark, huh? Smoke some weed. I'm in the right place, right? Cool. I don't know, we'll bring it back to some more upbeat stuff. This is a question for the guys, mostly. Fellas, have you ever had your butthole licked? Machine Gun Man had his butthole licked. That's a smile of a man who's had his butt licked. He's just like, yes, I have. Head down. Yeah. It's all fun games. Gotta know ourselves, right? But I got my butthole licked for the first time like a year and a half ago, and it is a fucking game changer, gentlemen. So strap on your saddles and prepare yourself for a journey. The first time it happened to me, I was having sex with this older woman. She was like 60, 65. Because I used to drink a lot. I'm a good person, right? She literally said, this is never going to happen to me again, as we're having sex. I know. I was like, don't, you're beautiful. You're a sweet guy. Then I ran home, and then finished. Anyway, we're going back to buttholes. We're having sex in the missionary position because she had like bad hips or something like that. And as we're having sex, I feel this cold tingle in my butt. And I turn around and no shit, her golden retriever is going to town on my ass. So I pushed her away, and I let the dog finish. And now I am a proud owner of a 10-year-old rescue. He's a German Shepherd named Fritz. He's blind. He'll eat anything. I'm just kidding. I just got shaking my head. It is a joke. I don't own a dog. That's just the part where I fabricate, exaggerate for the sake of humor. I had to say that to a comic because she started telling everybody that I was into that. Not into that stuff. Got a girlfriend. She's beautiful. All right, this is getting awkward, guys. Can you get a bong hit or something, man? No, just kidding. Let me see. I got medicated before I came up here. Oh, all right, weird jobs, guys. What's that? Oh, sweet. Fucked up. One. Cool, sweet. Let me see. I'll finish with a joke. You guys want to hear a joke? It's not actually a joke. It was something funny that I saw recently. Consumerism is getting kind of funny. We create all these products, and I saw this new Apple product, and they're trying to compete with Google Glasses, except for I guess they're like targeting the young pirate population because it only has one eye. They're calling it the eye, which I thought was... I know I should have ended it on the butthole. Alright guys, thanks a lot. Have a good night.
One more time, Steve Miller! Thank you, guys. Yeah. Praise the guy. You are a hero to a lot of us in here. There's a lot of nights you came through in the clutch for me, man. You're never there when I need you, but you're always on time. You know what I'm saying, man? I appreciate what you do. You're here. One more time for the pizza guy. That's fucking awesome. I mean, you really don't know how you save lives. Like, you come through more than a fucking ambulance at times. You know what I'm saying? Like, you came in there, you know what I'm saying? College, crunch time, studying, hungry, high, can't leave your dorm. Who comes in and saves the fucking day? The fucking pizza man. Fucking pizza man. I'm hot too, so. But you're, what company do you want to say? Or you don't have to say it. Or you don't have to say, man, it's cool if you don't, you know. Instead, you know, if it's, instead of Pizza Hut, you can say Misa Bud, or instead of, you know, instead of Domino's, Monopoly, you know, just which one? Oh, Hot Lips. Man, y'all are spitty. You ain't say nobody's life. I just gonna say Caesar's, $5 or something. Y'all pieces. Next comedian coming to the stage, this young lady, very talented young lady. You see her all around the Portland location and places further and beyond, believe it or not. Glad she came out to be a part of this show tonight. You guys are gonna love her. Please put your hands together and show your love. Miss Iris Gordon!
I thought Hijinks was just going to start crying about the pizza guy. It was a very emotional experience he was having. It was very genuine. I feel like he might need some therapy, though. It was very extreme. We all need therapy, it's fun. You guys, my name's Iris Gordon, and it's nice to meet you all. Thank you for coming out. It's really hard to get people to come out to places where you can smoke weed inside. So, it's real difficult. So, thank you. My mom told me I was conceived on acid, but she doesn't know what boundaries are. She told me the whole story, though. So now I'm going to share it with you because I want to scar you like she scarred me. Because this is how she starts off. She's like,
so your dad and I were having sex. And then when he finished, I pushed him off and he was like, you got me pregnant!
and then 9 months later, there you came. Thanks, Mom. Now I know you and my dad had really boring sex on acid. I'll let it sink in, I'm sorry, I'm here all the time. Oh, my dad heard me tell this, and he's like, hey Iris, I have to tell you something. By the way, they're no longer together. Surprise. So here's the thing. He's like, hey Iris, that wasn't you. I'm my dad's only kid. So I'm like, what do you mean, Dad? And then he tells me, you guys, my mom smokes a lot of pot.
How much pot does she
She smokes so much pot, she mixed me up with a miscarriage. Too far. But true. My mom, she like has those iron lungs from doing it since, I don't even know how old my mom is anymore. She's like 50. It's fine, you guys. I feel like I made people uncomfortable, or I made myself uncomfortable and I'm projecting it on you. Therapy is needed. We can get into that later. I like my dad, you guys. He's a quirky guy. But he's also one of those people who doesn't know about boundaries very much. He's like, hey Iris, have you read those 50 Shades of Grey books? I hear they're pretty hardcore. They have anal. When's the appropriate time to tell your dad that you've had anal before? Never. That's just never. Oh, I did read them. Well, like 2.5 of them, because the third one got stolen out of a purse, and like, not paying for that shit again. Anyone else read them? It's okay if you have. I just said I did. Who saw the movie? No? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's fine. Don't be ashamed. You don't have to like what you watch sometimes. You're like, I have to see it. I have to know what people are talking about. That's why I read them. And then I was like, oh, these are the best things that's ever happened. These are terrible. So much fun. I do recommend reading them, but not for the reason why a lot of people would recommend reading them. You need a good chuckle. Okay, here's the thing. In that first book, there's only one scene that you would consider to be like, kind of like, or as my dad describes it, hardcore or kinky, you know? And it's not even in the goddamn movie. And I'm very angry. So since no one's read it, I get to describe it for you. So here's what happens. To set it up, there's Christian Grey, and he is like really, 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 really attractive. That's how it's described in the book, okay? It's just how it is. Then there's Anastasia Steele, and she's like, I don't know how to use a computer, and I just graduated college in modern day life. So believable characters. Okay, so Christian Grey and Anastasia, they're in a hotel bathroom. Yeah, it gets real serious. And he turns to her, he's like,